living, and as you were saying, Liz, that keeps those living enzymes and nutrients for a whole lot longer.
A whole lot longer, and it doesn't oxidise in the same rate. And what you see is, I used to think I'd always like do apple juice, and it started to oxidise straight away. It would go that brown kind of, you know, froth on top. And I actually thought that was how all juices were. Until I discovered cold press juicing, I actually didn't realise it wasn't meant to be like that.
Yeah.
And I just thought that's how that was telling you it was actually a juicer.
Oh.
But this is, and the thing is, what gets me is you get so much more out of your fruits and veggies. And this is what a lot of people say to me is that, you know, it's expensive to do cold press juicing, but you get so much more out of it.
Well, the nice thing is you are getting, the maximum juice yield for the fruit and veggies and wheatgrass and everything else that you're putting in there. The pulp is really dry. In fact, can I prove that to you? This is live on air. And have a look. We've got no excess moisture in that jug there. We've just got the pulp there that is, you know, not quite dry, but you certainly can't squeeze any more juice out of that. I was telling Liz before the start of the show, I was making a carrot and celery juice the other night. I was also slow cooking up a bit of a casserole to make pot pies. I was about to reach for the corn flour, and I thought, hang on a minute, I've got the pulp from the carrot and the celery. I'm going to put that in the casserole.
That's great.
And it was an awesome way just to thicken that up, but to get the natural fibres doing that job rather than sort of putting in, you know, flours that are a bit gluggy and...
Yeah, and one of the things talking about fibre is a lot of people always say to me, but when you're juicing, you're losing a lot of the fibre, and that's where the goodness is. But with the cold press juicer, you actually are retaining more of the fibre. You'll notice there is a little bit more fibre in there. So the stuff that you're getting rid of is maybe a little bit more harder to digest. And look, you are still getting some of that fibre into your juice, which is what you actually need, because we need that soluble fibre in our diets and a bit of insoluble fibre as well.
I couldn't wait.
Okay, what are we on to?
So we've got an orange-coloured juice, which apparently is the brain booster, this particular recipe. So we've got oranges in here, we've got pears, we've got the sweet potato or kumara going in. Actually, that's a really good one to show you. Can I show? This is something that's really hard, going in there, and I'm not even having to push that down.
So simple, isn't it?
Love that. So that's so powerful, so fast. I can just throw those in one on top of each other. So orange, hard pear, sweet potato, grapefruit and apple, and I am just chucking them in the top. I'll give that a little push there at that moment. But this is how fast and how incredibly easy it is. Have a look at that dry pulp that's being extracted out of there. And a really good tip, I believe, Liz, you'd know with being a long-term owner, is you sort of alternate hard and soft. Does that help out?
What I often do is many times I'm doing like green leafy type things, I'll often follow that up with something that's quite juicy, so it actually helps to push it through. So you're doing something that's a little bit harder, put through something a little bit softer, and it just helps to push it through really easily.
You know, there's something a bit zen about this too.
Oh, it is.
You put this in the top and then you watch all the pulp come out. You watch all that beautiful juice come out. There we go. I didn't even have to push that down again.
Look at the yield on that. There's so much there.
Now, sweet potato, carotenoids in there?
Yeah, it's got some vitamin A. It's also got some stuff that actually helps with some neurotransmitters in your brain. So that's why we've called it a brain boost. So we want more those little pathways happening in our brains.
Definitely. Wow, gosh, I need that. Now, in this, of course, we've got the apple. And so apples are good for, well, nice and sweet.
Yeah, some sweet. We've got some great fibre in there as well. We've got some pectin, which is that soluble fibre. We also had in there some grapefruit. Grapefruit's great, a little bit of acidity. Also helps to lower the glycemic index. Anything that's a little bit of acidity, or as in, you know, lemons and limes and grapefruit.
Yeah, okay, now I'm going to pour our orange juice out here. Now, I've made the first two juices, of course, in the stainless steel look model that we've got. But you've got stainless steel, you've got black, you've got burgundy, and you've got white, all in stock. Burgundy in the lead at the moment, and we are back in stock in every colour. Look at the colour of that one.
That's amazing, isn't it? That's the thing, is you notice the difference. There's so much more colour in this in terms of when you're using like a you know, standard centrifugal juicer.
There you go. I'm not saying anything here that you need a brain boost, by the way. In fact, I'm going to get another straw if I may, and I need to have a little taste of this one as well.
Now, I would never think that sweet potato could taste so good.
Oh, yummy.
It's got a little bit of an earthy, but it's really great.
Well, see, I don't taste the earthy. I'm tasting the zing of the grapefruit there.
It's almost like we're tasting some wine here.
Or it looks like we're at the soda store here and we're having a little treat. So there we go.
That's really good.
Now, Here is your item number. And now, if you want your Hurom, the 400 Pro juicer, we've made 2 juices. We've got masses more to share with you. But please know you're going to save nearly $300. We've got part payments, and we've got a really brilliant gift there for you in the fresh vegetable and fruit juices by Dr. Norman Walker. Your gift with your Hurom tonight. But let's go to the founder of Vitality for Life. His name's Roger. He's passionate about health and well-being, and he understands the importance that living juices take in your life. And we'll be back right after Roger to make a living green juice for you.
I love cold press juicing. I love the Oscar. What are the comments that you get from people after months and years after cold press juicing? What are they telling you?
I mean, we expect our customers to regard a purchase from Vitality for Life as the best value purchase that they've ever made. And typically with Oscar, we've been selling and marketing Oscar products for 15 years, and usually someone would say to us that this is the best appliance I've ever owned. We had a guy years ago, and he called up out of the blue, Western Queensland, and this guy was a crop duster type. And he said to me, mate, I've owned D9s, I've owned different types of planes. This is the best machine I've ever owned. So people have a love affair with Oscar. The only reason Oscar is successful is because of word of mouth. It's because of people like yourself that use it every day, fall in love with it. Juicing works, and they tell their friends.
And the latest statistics are that about 1/3 of the Australian adult population is overweight or obese. Can this help people attack that issue?
Well, of course, this conversation is happening. We're talking about the degradation of the food supply. But like almost everything in life, the issue is more complex than just that. I mean, on top of that, add to the fact that we're all working crazy hours. We all live this crazy lifestyle of being accessible and having to answer that one more email in a day. So our adrenals and our stress levels are running off the chart.
Yeah.
So let's take our adrenals, for example. They are designed to help us in a life or death situation. So, you know, the saber-toothed tiger was attacking the cave, the adrenal glands would go off. They're not designed to go off 19 times on your way to work on a Monday morning in thick Sydney traffic. So there's a lack of good food or lack of easily obtained good food. There's a stressful lifestyle, all sorts of, environment. It's a challenging time. It's a challenging time to be alive. So unless we're prepared to sort of somewhat go out of the system, to stop, think and drink.
I like that. Stop, think and drink. It makes so much sense. Both the Oscar model and the Hurom come from Vitality for Life, and that, of course, is Roger's own company. But this is the fastest single-gear cold-pressing juicer on the market today, a multi-award winner. And, of course, Hurom are global leaders in juices since 1974. So not $695. Tonight, you're going to save nearly $300 on your Hurom. And you've got all the colour options. I love that. So what's going to work in your kitchen? Will it be the black, the white, the stainless steel? If it's the burgundy, if you want that beautiful ruby red of the burgundy, that's one where you'll have to be fastest to the phone lines or indeed our website, because that's the one that always goes first. $101 or $101.95 tonight is your first part payment. So that's really paying this off over the whole course of winter time, enjoying that juice and knowing too that you've got not only our 30-day money-back satisfaction guarantee, but you've got 10-year warranty on the motor and 5 years on the part.